Hey guys. So at the moment, just make sure that my audio sounds okay. My levels look okay. So at the moment, I'm just I got Streamlabs and I just wanted to test it out just to see if everything's working, because I'm streaming on Facebook and Facebook and YouTube at the moment, and I just wanted to see if stuff was working, but I don't think I'm not sure that my Facebook one's working at the moment. Oh no, it is. It is. Cool. So yeah, I just wanted to test out StreamYard because I've not used it before, and I just basically just got a copy just for a month to try it out and see, just see how it is streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So and I just thought I'd do this. I thought I'd just do it live so that I could see how different things work during the actual live stream as well. So if you guys just want to have a chat, then, I'm happy to just have a chat as well whilst I just test things out. So yeah, just chat. Hope everyone's having a good day so far, depending on where you are in the world. Might be some people might already have gone to bed by now. So it's got some. Maybe I should share my screen. Thanks, Jim. Something that I just did in a StreamYard. It's really cool. It's it looks. I had a little play around earlier. I'm glad that my audio and video looks good though. But yeah, I had a play around earlier just to make sure that everything was, just to kind of get a general idea of how stuff works, and just to basically just get it started and whatnot. No, I don't use Vegas. I use Premiere Pro. So I used to use Vegas, but I mean that was years and years ago. So I haven't used it since it's been since like any latest versions or anything. It was probably like 10 years ago or something that I used it. So I just use Premiere Pro now. So what audio would you recommend? I'm after something portable and solid for videos. It depends. What kind of videos are you shooting? So tips for filming at night would be helpful in the future. Okay, yeah, that's something I could put a video together on that. I don't film much in the night, but I have done in the past. So yeah, I could definitely put a video together on some tips that I could share. Obviously the main thing is just having like a really good low light camera, but it also depends on if you're shooting somewhere where you can control your light, so you can set up lights, or if you're just going to be sort of walking around and you're out and about and you're going to be doing that. So yeah, what kind of nighttime shooting are you going to be doing? So have I tried out the Sony ZV-1? No, I haven't actually. I haven't tried that one out. So is it worth learning to use for beginners? Vegas or Premiere Pro? So in terms of interviews, mainly for educational purposes, so a shotgun mic is my preferred. I much prefer to use a shotgun mic just because I don't necessarily like to have lav mic showing. So you could use a lav mic if you know that your subject is going to be kind of moving their head around whilst they're talking, because you'd want to have your shotgun mic pointed towards the mouth. And so if they're going to be kind of moving away from the mic like this, or just, you know, really animated whilst they're talking, then it's quite difficult to keep the audio consistent. So using a lav mic is really good because it's omnidirectional, so it'll pick up the audio from any direction. Whereas a shotgun mic is what's the word? It's just focused in one direction, basically. So yeah, it just depends on how many people you're interviewing and what your subject's doing. But as a general rule, it's always a good idea to have both a shotgun mic and a lav mic, and then you can just kind of see how your interviewee is, how animated they are when they talk naturally. And then you can set up set up both lav mic and shotgun mic. But having the lav mic, you can hide it. So you can hide it underneath their clothing. You can tape it to their chest or something, or the inside of a blazer or a jacket. But it just depends. It's one of those things that you kind of have to test and try just to see how satisfied you are with the audio. So the other reason that I use a shotgun mic is because the audio is just a lot clearer than if you were to have the lav mic underneath the clothing. But then that just also depends on how good the lav mic is. So I feel like I waffled a bit on that one. So for Vegas Pro, yeah, I think from when I used it years back, it was definitely an easier piece of software to learn to use. So Premiere does take a little while, and I think if you're using it a lot, then you're going to pick it up really quickly. But if you don't have much time to, you know, figure a lot of things out, you just want to get up and running really quickly, then I think Sony Vegas is a really good starting point. So that's just from what I remember. Again, this was like 10 years ago probably that I used it, but when I did use it, it was it just seemed really easy to pick up. So yeah, I'd recommend it from 10 years ago as a beginner. So yeah, A7S III is definitely a good low light camera. I would say that, yeah, I mean, I can put a video together on low light tips, but yeah, you've got a really good camera for low light there. So that's a really good point, good starting point. So would I use the Osmo Pocket 2 for interviews? I personally wouldn't, only because I have two A7 IIIs. And so if I wanted to shoot an interview, I'd just use those cameras because I like to control like my focal length and that kind of thing, and the depth of field, and you just don't get that with the Pocket 2. It's a great camera, but for me, I would use my A7 IIIs and then my prime lenses to do the interview. And when I shoot an interview, I also do a multi-camera setup so that I can cut between like different angles. So if the subject's talking about something and they have an interruption, or I want to cut between what they're saying, then being able to cut between the two different angles is really useful. So I wouldn't necessarily use my Pocket 2 in that instance. But if the Pocket 2 is all you have, then sure, by all means use it, because it's whatever camera you have is the best camera to use, right? So yeah, the Pocket 2 is a great camera. So, and also if you have the Creator Combo where you have the do it all handle, then you can at least use the wireless transmitter with a lav mic plugged in as well. So in that instance, it would be good to use. You are very welcome, Ovi. You're welcome. So I'm really liking StreamYard at the moment. It seems to be a really cool piece of software to use. I've just got my Facebook Live up on my laptop so I can just see how that looks, because I've actually never... Actually, no, I have gone live on Facebook before, but it was a very long time ago. So, yeah. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So I'm just looking at the kind of options that it has in here, and it's got stuff like banners. So I'm just going to put a random banner across the screen at the moment just to see what that looks like. Okay, kind of got a newsy vibe going to it. And let me just hide that. And then, so that scrolls across the bottom, and then just as a normal banner. Okay. Video clips, countdown. Okay, I'm just going to try this countdown, see what this looks like. Okay, I feel like that was playing some music. I think that was playing some music. And there's a background, leaves background. What's that? Not working. Okay. So any tripod recommendations for cinema? So I use the Manfrotto. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's a 3-section one. Let me try and find the link to it actually. But I use a Manfrotto tripod, and I've been using it for quite a while now. And I also have a Peak Design carbon fiber tripod as well, which I use when I'm going out and about because it's really lightweight and it's just perfect for carrying around. And it's really small. It folds up really small in a really compact size. So, and it can actually hold my entire rig as well. So I've got quite a heavy rig. Just find this tripod. I'll tell you what, I'll just put a link to my kit list because I've got a tripod in there and I've also got a monopod, which I use quite a lot. So I'll put this in, I'll put both of them in there. So here's the link to my kit list. And you'll see that there's the tripod, the Manfrotto tripod and the Manfrotto monopod as well. Thank you so much. Thanks. That's cool. How lightweight? In terms of the specs, I'm not entirely sure, but hang on, I'll find out for you. But yeah, I don't know what tripod are you using at the moment? Because before I got the Peak Design when I was using the Manfrotto one, the one that I just linked in the comments. I don't know if it actually linked actually. Yeah, it did. So before I was using the Manfrotto one before, and it's just such a difference. I'm actually thinking of getting a second Peak Design carbon fiber tripod. It is quite expensive. It's about £550, but it was just one of the best investments I made this year for my gear. And let me see which kit it's in. Okay, it's in this one. So it's in this kit. Towards the bottom of the page. Right now, simple Geekoto. Is it Geekoto? 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 Talking headshots, but I want the second one. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your budget, I guess. And if you're going to be using the tripod, like going around, if you're carrying your gear around a lot, I definitely recommend the Peak Design tripod because I think it's awesome. But if you don't have to worry too much about carrying your gear and stuff, then the one that I use is the tripod, the Manfrotto tripod. But I mean, there are loads of different tripods out there that are really good for filming as well. So I think it's just a case of just having a look and see what's about. But yeah, those two kit links will show you the tripods that I currently use at the moment. Purchase a HoloLens Mark 150 wireless lapel mics. Awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed making that video actually, and just doing the range tests. It was a bit of a different video for me. But yeah, and the lav mics are actually really great as well. The audio is pretty good. It didn't sound as good in my office because my office isn't treated, so I don't have any soundproofing, which I really need to do. But yeah, the lav mics are really good. They're great. How are you finding them at the moment? Have you had a chance to use them on any projects? And yes, StreamYard is great. I'm loving it so far. This is really, really cool. I feel like there's a lot more for me to play around with and use. So using my hike and pull with a mount for the Pocket 2, but could justify a dedicated one, maybe depending on the weight. Yeah, I mean, I I can't recommend it enough. It is just super light. In fact, so I'll show you it at the moment. So I was using it earlier, so I'll just break it down. Okay, so this is currently how small it is. Sorry. So yeah, this is how small it is. I can't really give you a comparison with in terms of the weight, but just looking at it, this is how small it is. And if I get one of my other tripods, actually, so this is the tripod that I use for filming. I've got an elastic band, so this is really useful actually. I've got an elastic band here so that when you're panning, if you pull it with an elastic band, it makes the shots really smooth. But basically, so I'm just breaking this down as small as it's going to go. So this I used to take out with me when I was filming just out and about. And for a comparison, if I can hold both of them together. So yeah, that's the Peak Design tripod. And it's really cool as well because you don't need to have an additional tripod head. This is the tripod head. And all you need is a Peak Design plate. And this tripod head just moves around like any other tripod head. You can angle the camera any way you like with it. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Definitely one that I'd recommend. And the other thing with this, if you wanted to set up your camera, your phone, sorry, as an additional camera, it's got this little hook in the bottom, which has, I always forget how to open it. So bear with me. Okay, it's got this little hidden compartment. And so this goes with your, you could basically put your phone in here and then attach this up here. And then you've got your phone on your tripod. So it's a really good tripod. Some other little nifty features as well. It's got this, it's got some Allen keys here, which just clips onto the leg of the tripod. But yeah, it's awesome. It was definitely a good buy. One of the best purchases I made this year. So I no longer have to carry this around with me all the time if I want to go out and film. So, hey Sean, how's it going? I actually enjoy it so far. It's yeah, I like the annotations and stuff. I know that you can do that with like Streamlabs or something. Not Streamlabs. There's something else, but it wasn't working for me, and I just came across StreamYard and I thought, I'll give it a try. So yeah, I quite like it actually. Yeah, it's awesome. It's the first carbon fiber tripod that I've had, and such a difference. Such a difference. Yep, same clip as the clip that goes on the bag and the clip that goes on the belt as well. So if you've got that standard Peak Design plate, it will fit on the Peak Design clip and the Peak Design tripod. Yeah, and also if you have if you use another tripod for any reason and you have a Arca Swiss plate, then it does work with Arca Swiss plates as well. So yeah, it's just, I just love how versatile Peak Design is. It's just so many uses that you could just have that one plate and your camera will just go anywhere, or just clip onto anything, which is really cool. So yes, this StreamYard is pretty cool. So I just wanted to test it out and see how everything worked. So I like StreamYard, automatically record your videos and audio for you to download. Yeah, it makes me want to have a podcast. It makes me want to have a podcast. But yeah, it's awesome. I think I'm definitely going to be using it in the future. I just got a month subscription for now, just to try it out and just to see how I got on with it. But yeah, I really, really enjoy it. One of the things that I had mentioned, so I did a live stream on last Friday, and I'd mentioned about doing a like a quiz like every month. So those of you that are on my Facebook, well, I can do it on both now. I can do it on Facebook and YouTube. But I was thinking of doing a live quiz, potentially with a giveaway, but I'm not sure yet. But just a live quiz every month, just to have a bit of fun. And so this is going to make it easier as well, I think. Do you use a USB port for your MVC? Yes, I do. Yep. I've got it plugged into. So I've got my Shure SM7B plugged into a cloud lifter, and then plugged into a audio interface, which is then plugged into my PC. So the cloud lifter just to boost the preamps a little bit, because it's quite a quiet mic, but you know that anyway. Thanks, Sean. That's really cool. Thanks so much. I'm actually really enjoying doing live streams, even though I feel like I waffle quite a bit and go off the point sometimes. But I guess it's just chatting. That's just me in normal life as well. But yeah, thank you so much for the super sticker, Sean. Really appreciate that. So yeah, so every month doing a live quiz. So I will stream to both Facebook and to YouTube as well. And yeah, just see how it goes. If anyone knows, I can't remember. There's a website where people can log in. You can obviously upload all your questions, and then people log in and then they answer the questions on that website. And I know there are loads of websites out there, but there's one, it begins with an M and I can't remember the name of it, and it's really doing my head in because it was really good. We've used it at work before, but I just can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But if anyone has any suggestions for good sites where you can do live quizzes, then I'd be happy to hear about them. But yeah, I think I've pretty much seen how this works now, which is really cool. So thanks for there's software called Live Reacting that you can look into. Okay, cool. I'll give that a try. And Drawsaurus. I'll give that a try as well. Let me put these in so I don't forget them. Drawsaurus. And Live Reacting. Okay. Oh yeah, I came across this the other day actually. It looks pretty cool. The Live Reacting page. I meant to check that out, but thank you for reminding me to do that actually. And I'll have a look at this Drawsaurus as well, which looks really good. Awesome. Thank you guys. So yeah, so the next live stream, yeah, it looks fun. I might I'll work that into another live stream at some point. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining and helping me test this out, because you just writing comments has helped me to test this out. So thanks a lot. And yeah, the next live stream. So my actual live streams are going to happen once every 2 weeks. So the last one was last Friday. So the next one will be next week, Friday. And yeah, and then the quiz I'll probably do. Let me just look at the dates. The quiz. Yeah, the quizzes I'll probably do at like maybe the last Friday of the month or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so also I did post a video today, which is all about planning videos. So let me see if I can, let me see how I can share my screen. Yeah, so this video, let me make this bigger. How do I make this one bigger? Maybe I'll just do that. Okay, so yeah, I uploaded this video today. So how to plan your YouTube videos. So yeah, give that a watch if you haven't already, because it's quite useful for just figuring out the best way to plan videos. It's the best way that I have kind of worked it myself. And it really helps me to to just really plan out my videos and just make sure that I don't spend a lot of time wasting and faffing around and stuff. So yeah, give this a go. Have a watch if you haven't already. But yeah, thank you for coming on the stream tonight. Bye, Alex, if you haven't gone already. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming on, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Well, next week. So yeah, thank you. Bye.